there everyone, and welcome back to the American Revolution. So we got the last episode ahead of us, and we were gonna make it a siege. Unfortunately, there's not really any good sieges left, but I think we'll start off by trying to siege Boston. It hasn't gone that well. When I tried it, I tried all the towns that are left that the Americans hold. Chickasaw obviously doesn't work, and the others, as New York, you can't really siege that. So the game's really not helping me here. But we're gonna see about sieging this for a bit. Maybe we can draw the enemy into a field battle instead and end them that way. I believe there's about 100 men each in these two lines. The first one of line infantry is a mix in between the light infantry and the Marines. The fort has opened fire upon us. We will wait until we are in good order to respond. We're about to get into position. Fire! Now we're giving them everything we've got. The Hessians will cover the line infantry as they now will attempt to take the walls. Probably best to no, we're gonna have the line infantry fire in advance as they move up. An important place to take on this is the tower. Your troops have a tendency to sort of get bogged down there. Keep going, soldiers! Charge! Take those walls! It would be nice if you could have some functioning grenades in this game. It would be nice to hit just there on the side of the tower and clear that out. Okay, I'm not welcome here. We've got quite a few enemies training their guns on me. At the same time, it looks as though my line infantry is not doing too well. Ah! Seems I didn't cover well enough. Well, this is a messy siege, so I don't think I had much chance in actually taking the fort. What happens is, you can see the area right here where my men are, with some of them. They'll get stuck there for some reason, and they won't get any further. And with the Americans throwing in line after line of troops stuck down there as well, it's just bad business. I don't know how many men I've already lost trying to take this. I've shot this place down from about 600 to 300 down to almost 100, in which point I realized I've recorded too much material really, and yeah. As we see, our attempt to take the wall here at Boston doesn't work. The AI simply is too stupid. The thing is, there's a lot of good entries on this place though. There's a lot of ladders. There's 2 gates, both of which can be opened. And we have at least 3 ladders, or 3 points where there are ladders. We've got one just below here. Then we've got the big one, which actually has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ladders. And then we have one over there. And then you can see the gate there, which is openable. And then there's that gatehouse there on the right, where you also can enter. So it would be nice if the AI just had a little better pathfinding, and yeah, so they get stuck all over the place and you won't get anywhere. So it's really better if we can find a proper infantry battle instead, because this isn't going anywhere, as we can see. So what I'll do is I'll try to find a sufficient infantry battle instead, or a field battle, and we'll leave that as the end of this series. I found it. The only man still having a sizable force is Major General Benedict Arnold, which is, it's interesting though. I'll leave it as me fighting off Benedict Arnold. I was hoping that General Washington would be available. Unfortunately, he had been taken down by the Indians and is currently resting inside an Indian prison. And for me to go ahead and rescue him, wait for him to get an army of say 250, 300 men, would take quite a while. So instead I took the American army that still has a lot of men, which is Benedict Arnold. And I haven't fought you before, but that doesn't really matter. He has 187 men. I have 264. Let's go ahead and do this. We have a quite thick forest here in front of us. Hessian Grenadiers will be on the left. Line infantry will be up towards the hill. Cavalry will take as far, will move as far left as possible. Did I say it right before? The Hessians will take the left. The line will take the right. That should be it. Oh! Benedict Arnold's men is actually coming on the right. That means the line infantry is going to not do so well. Hessian Grenadiers will have to move up through the forest. Cavalry will charge in. Move up, Hessians. Support your line infantry. I have no idea how bad Benedict Arnold is cutting through my lines. Yet I didn't realize he had that many cavalrymen, and I wasn't aware that he was going to come on this side. Oh, the massacre of my line infantry. They're still holding though. Away with you, wild beggar. I want the Hessians to move up to cover us. Ah. Come here, you silly American. Give it your best. The line was actually completely taken down. Silly Americans. Fight them on the hill. Ah! I was taken down again. And I leave the Hessians in a really bad spot here, as the Americans come from both sides. Reinforcements are turning up though. Hold the line, Grenadiers! Hold the line! The Americans are having trouble though taking the hill. Even though with that reinforcement they sure will, unless my men have time to get there. They're moving up, the cavalry is coming to aid. We've cleared it out, most of the forest it seems. And we're now moving in full force towards the Americans. The cavalry is sacrificing itself just to stir up trouble in among the American line. A Scotsman going in as well. He did his best. Still would like my men to move up more to actually take the ridge here, the top of this, to actually be able to pull down quite a bit of fire upon the Americans, which are now retreating. One man stands, cut in the face. And there we see what happened with the American Revolution. He was broken down and defeated. They only hold a few amount of towns, but sufficient grinding would take those towns as well. And as I said before, there's nothing, that's something I'm going to spare you of having an extra, maybe, I don't know how many episodes it would be, but it would be quite a few just to see that kind of grind of go through those towns with those crappy forts. But anyways, this has been the American Revolution, and I hope you guys enjoyed this. Bye. Oh, I went through the hill.